Ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And an alley to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 78 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins now. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the team
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down New Orleans. Brees now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Brees going to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Play action now. Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Cousins now to throw on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 22 yards there, a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. I'm here all day.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle.
And the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Davenport, the first-rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Now this is fielded in the end zone. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Dancing to his left. And this is Cook with a grab. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Gets this one to Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, 37 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Cousins, and he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Cousins. And Diggs has it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. 73 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Following the interception, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A very solid gain of 27. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Gun. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Double dog. That's the way. Check 15. Check 15. Hey, 382. Let's 50. Check nickel. General West.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Breeze to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Breeze. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 20. It's a big play there for the Saints. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth.
Check safety, check safety. Hey, no, easy.
On second down and 4. Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Watch the pass.
They go play action. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 78 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Give them 32 on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Breeze. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard. Brees gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Saints.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there out of Kamara. Give him 55 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Cousins now. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Play fake. Cousins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.